Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this earth realm. Let's see how many notifications, because the amount of people that say they don't get notifications. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome. So, this is a video I've been wanting to do for maybe 5 days now. This is the first opportunity that I've had. Hey, Dobbsy D. To step into having a chat about this. Over the next 21 days at least. Good morning, Suzanne. I'm not going to be wearing makeup because of the juicing journey that I'm on. I want to see the effect that it has on my natural skin. So we're without filters. Eileen, Emma, Keith. Hey, guys. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Come in, come in. Get comfy. Like, take your shoes off. Have some Palo Santo. Okay, so we very clearly stepped into an energy, and my energetic observation. Good day, Indigo Wings. My energetic observation. This is just my observation. This is just my perception of what's happening. Take it, leave it. Look, got like a little mousey just hanging in over there. Got work getting done here, so you're just gonna have to excuse the chaos, right? So we've stepped into this new energy, and my energetic observation is there seems to be a lot of chaos ensuing. Hi, Joe. Hi, Christine. Hello, Chrissy. So there's a lot of I'm observing this kind of um almost like things being turned upside down, plans not going to things not working out the way it's expected for them to work out. There is something being asked of us that I can see from an energetic observation. And this is about being truly authentic. I believe if you're watching this that you are, and I don't like titles or labels. However, I'm going to use them because how else are you going to know what I'm talking about? Good morning, Kerry. Good morning, Jamie. Being authentic isn't just about being authentic when you choose to be authentic, or being authentic when you're in a good place, or being authentic to certain people. If you're watching this, you are way sure of the change that's happening, of this great awakening. Okay? And I believe because of that, that I have a responsibility. And my responsibility, hi Haley, is to be authentic. And to be authentic with every step I take, with every word I say, with every choice I make, with every breath I make. And I haven't always been this way because society. I want to ask you how many hats you try on in a day. And by hats, I mean labels. And by labels, I mean masks. And by masks, I mean different faces for different people. Do you have a different face for your partner? Do you have a different face for your children? What about when you're at the shop? How about when you are dealing with um, another parent, for example? Your family, your friends, people within authoritative positions. Good morning, Tracy. Do you have different faces? People who are in the awakened community, do you have a different face, a different mask, a different hat on when you are dealing with work, with home life, with whatever the situation might be? Yeah, Keith, thank you for your honesty, Keith. Keith is saying I have a different face with my family. And listen, this isn't that I don't understand this. This is just an observation, and I'm sharing the observation to assist the collective. This has been coming up 5 days, maybe a week. And honestly, and if I'm wrong here and anybody knows me and can correct me, then please hold me accountable. Um, I don't have that anymore. I am just who I am. Um, but I haven't always been this way. And I think it comes from expectation. I would love to know. uh, Pop it in the comments. Pop here in the chat if you're watching this live. Where do you think these different faces that we have, these different, where do you think they come from? Why do you think we have them? They can be programming, they can be society, but I think I feel they come from expectations. The expectations of the label that we are given by somebody else. Tracy says, I used to have many, now I'm just me, love me or don't. Yes. Fear of judgment, absolutely. Shame, Terry. Yeah, very big one. Guilt. Fear of persecution is a massive one within this community. That if we show people who we truly are, that we're going to be persecuted for it, because we have been in many other lifetimes, right? Kerry says it's a mold we create of fear of judgment, abandonment, rejection, and so on. Yeah, absolutely, Kerry. So if we're to feel into this, how does it feel for us to have expectations of other people and have us act a certain way? Because that's what we're doing. We're acting. We're portraying ourselves as someone who we aren't. And certainly part of my awakening journey has been that because I had so many different faces for other people and so many different labels and so many different expectations of other people, that who was I? But when you strip that away, when you go through an awakening process and you strip away these labels and these faces and you have to look yourself in the mirror and be truly authentic, where does that leave you? Evolving, Sylvia, reactions to different energies. Indigo wings, they're part of the growing process, something that everyone goes through when growing. I used to have different faces, now I'm just me. Absolutely. Why do we do it? Why do we Because does it ever feel good? Does it ever actually really feel good if we are pretending? Because that's what we're doing. We're acting, we're pretending. And in that process, we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves through the expectations of other people. And what I'm observing right now is a lot of people are lost. And they're lost among the chaos of what is being created within this realm. Now, if we don't want to be part of this chaos, then we have to know who we are. And not only do we have to know who we have to be comfortable with who we are. Not only do we have to be comfortable with who we have to be unashamed of who we are. I live my life like I am on some kind of reality television show. Okay. There, I haven't always lived my life this way. Okay. I haven't always lived my life this way. There's nobody perfect. Okay. And I learn every day. So I'm not sitting here being all righteous and, oh, look at me being authentic. That isn't what this is about. But I live my life like I can be seen all the time. I don't have anything to hide. I can't have anything to hide if I have a YouTube channel. Anybody can Google my name and this can come up. So I don't have anything in my life that I have to hide. And I couldn't say that prior to my awakening. I couldn't say that prior to doing this work on myself. We're being asked. My observation is that we're being asked to step into our true authenticity. And there might be a lot of resistance to that. There might be a lot of being uncomfortable with that. But I refuse to be anyone but me. I don't it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me if I'm not accepted. Uh, because if I'm putting on a face to be accepted, then that's not who I am anyway. So I'm not truly being accepted. I'm just kidding myself on, and I'm kidding the other person on, right? Emma Dixon, it used to feel easier putting a mask on to please others or avoid situations, but it's definitely becoming harder each day to put the mask on now. It flipped, right? Emma, thank you for sharing that. Absolutely. Hi, Laura Anderson. When we were young, we want to fit in. Then as we grow, we learn more. That learning changes our perspective each time that happens. We shift. That's the beauty of growing. But does it have to be that way, Indigo Wings? Is what I'm saying here. That is the structure that society has had us in. Does it have to be that way? I don't believe it does. I believe we can teach our beautiful children to be authentic. I don't believe they have to go through the same labeling um, as we did. And how do we teach these children to not have to go through that? We lead by example. And that's what we're being asked to do right now. In my you don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you want. Okay? You can make whatever choices you want within your realm of your existence. But when chaos is ensuming on the external reality, that is being created by inauthenticity. Chaos isn't truth. And to me, authenticity is truth. How can I possibly live in my truth if I'm not authentic? How can I sit here and talk about my truth if I'm not authentic within that truth? So if I am out in the world not being who I truly am, then am I really being truthful? And if I'm not being truthful, what does that create? How is drama created? Predominantly. How is chaos created? So, how can we prevent this from happening? Hello, Karen B. Emma Dickinson. Since December 22, they need to please others has faded dramatically. 2023 is definitely about self, going within and finding who we really are. And this brings me into this year, when I tuned into it, was all about expansion. But how do you expand if you're not expanding in authenticity? I don't want to expand in anything but truth and authenticity. That's my, if I'm expanding in anything else, I'm creating that within my energy fields. I'm creating that within my reality. So the more authentic I am, the more truthful I am, the more authenticity I'm going to get within my creation of my reality. The more truthful I am, the more truth I'm going to create within my reality. So it's big right now. And I think just by authenticity is brave, Karen, yes, but for me, there isn't any other choice. Because when I wasn't in authenticity, I was unhappy. And when I was trying to please other people and wasn't in my truth, I was depressed. And when I tried to live by other people's expectations, I was anxious. Now I am just me in front of every person that ever comes in front of me. If I want to sing in the shop, I'm going to sing in the shop. Like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. I believe truly that everybody just wants that freedom. I believe that truly deep down, everybody wants the balls to be able to do that, to be that free, to not care what other people think. And the truth is, when I made that decision to be, all it did was pull the people into my life that, they're not embarrassed if I stop and I sing in the middle of a shop. They'll join me, right? They'll just join in. They're not going to be like, oh, she's embarrassing me. If anybody's embarrassed by my true authenticity, then I don't want them in my life. It's very simple. I'm not going to judge somebody else because they don't choose that. That's their choice. But I just wanted to bring this into the awareness of our family here, because when you're looking at what's happening round about you, I just got a really serious hunger pang. Hot water. when you're looking about what's going on round about you, be aware of the faces that other people are putting on round about you. And can we be opening up conversations? Can we be opening up conversations and saying, is that how you really feel though? You know, has that happened in your life because you maybe weren't being true with yourself? You know, you don't have to pretend to be happy in front of me. If you're miserable, be miserable. Like, I don't need somebody to put a face on. I'd much rather see who they really are. Indigo Wings, the whole thing starts in school. It creates separation, groups forming. They start programming, causing children to want to fit in. But again, Indigo, I absolutely agree with what you're saying. That is what happens within the structure of things. But does it have to be that way? I don't believe it does. And there are people that can. The more we can walk in our true authenticity, and the more we can be that way, sure, and the more that we can show people that actually it's a much happier place to be. It's it's a much more stable place to be. Then the more people are going to also want to be their true authentic self. When we're authentic, we can bring out the authenticity in other people because we reflect that into our reality, right? And the thing about children, Indigo Wings, is that from the age of 0 to 7 is where they're most programmable. So we can get them prior to that school age and teach them that it's we can teach them different, you know. Laura, dropping expectations is a big thing for me just now. You're just letting yourself down. Let people be. Absolutely. I don't do anything I don't want to do. Nope. I was going to share something there, but it's a bit personal, and I'm not going to be sharing too much personal stuff in this channel. So I'll share it in Patreon in our family meeting in 20 odd minutes. Karen, I've had times had it result in people turning away from me, but it was kind of like a righteous ostracizing. Jesus stood alone. Yeah, but who are they really ostracizing? Like they're just people can't handle the truth, and that's okay. They can. If somebody would rather me be fake to them, then let them walk away and let them say what they want. Like they do anyway. This this is a whole like cosmic joke about the whole thing. Like as we put these faces on for other people, believing that it's because they're going to like us, or because we're going to fit in with them, or because they won't talk about me behind my back if I'm nice to them or whatever. Well, that's just nonsense. Because the people that have expectations of you, you're never going to meet anyway. And anybody that holds an expectation over you, um, is going to talk about you anyway. It's just like so we're never all these faces that we're putting on. That all they do is take energy, and they tire us out. They can make us uh they can make us drained, depressed, anxious, all these things. When you can just truly like step out and push all these labels away and be like, ba-bum. Hi, I'm Joanne. How you doing? Oh, you don't like what I've got to say. That's okay. Like I'm just not offended anymore, you know? Uh and yeah, people they can get real triggered and stuff, but that's theirs, you know. And the more we can be authentic and calm and peace and in that place of balance, sharing our truths, the more riled up they get. But if we don't feed into that anger, just let them keep it, as far as I'm concerned, right? Oh, my cup. I'm so awesome. I poop rainbows. I don't. I know of. Hi, Lisa. An M4 flare just popped off. Yeah, yeah. Kerry, absolutely. I take responsibility for all of it. Well, we've got to do that, right? Like, that's the whole thing. We take responsibility for our actions, looking at these things, where we've put in faces, why are we acting differently in front of other people? Why? It just feels so uncomfortable. Hello, Eric. Indigo Wings. No, it does not have to be that way. I never fitted in. The only place I felt I belonged was in the forest, exactly, Indigo Wings, which was my playground, my sanctuary. I feel free in the forest more so now at 60 years old. So there are exactly that, and I probably the majority of people that are here right now have felt that I'm different, I don't fit in. But if you had fitted in, you would have fitted into that matrix and been one of the sleepers. You wouldn't have been where you are now. So it's been a beautiful thing that we haven't fitted in. Um, People pleasing, not being ourselves for fear of rejection is what triggered me. Massive one, that, Haley, right? People pleasing. Why do we do that? Does it work? Why would somebody want to be pleased? I mean, think about it. Honestly, think about it. I really want egg and toast. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with me for the next 21 days. I am like, I don't know how many hours, 14 hours into this juice cleanse, and all I can think about is poached eggs and toast. I really want poached eggs and toast. I'm gonna go and grab some juice in a bit. Right. But, why does somebody want to be, I don't want somebody to please me. Like, don't, why, just feel into the energy of that. Like, it's just like, oh, it just doesn't feel good. Good morning, Taylor. No doesn't work. The more you give, the more they take. Absolutely, Tracy. All that. So this is where we are. Okay. I'm gonna go get some juice before our family gathering in Patreon, where I'm gonna be sharing more personal shares. However, I just want to bring this up in conversation, and like if you watch this later and you're not in the live, please share. I think this is a beautiful space for us to be opening up conversation about these things. Is it easy? Of course it's not easy. None of this was designed to be easy, but for me now, 5 years into this, 6 years into this, for me it's much easier to be me. I don't think I could put a face on if I had to. So, Haley, I had to learn the boundary between my desire to make people happy and people pleasing. But Haley, can you really make somebody happy? This is another thing, right? So, our emotions are ours. Can we be triggered by another person to feel something? Feel joy, feel sad, feel unhappy, feel happy, but that's still ours, right? Like that's our emotion. Nobody actually has the control over that emotion. Nobody can actually make you happy. So I make me happy. Are there things in my life that I enjoy doing that increase that happiness? Absolutely. But that's not anybody else's responsibility apart from mine. So if I can't make anybody happy, I can't make anybody sad, right? Really. and truth. The truth is that when we take this is my truth. There are many truths. This isn't the truth. What is the truth? My truth is the more we can take responsibility for our words, our thoughts, our actions, own our emotions, step into who we truly are, be the version that you want to see others be, the quicker we shift this. So the energies that are coming in are pushing this, are pushing for us to be authentic. And when these energies come in and push a certain energy of authenticity, some people will resist it. And the more they resist, the more chaos ensues, right? It's uncomfortable, yes, of course it is. But if you want to get comfortable being uncomfortable, get in cold water. That's, I would, that is my team for the past 2-3 years have done the most beautiful job in teaching me how to be comfortable by being uncomfortable, by doing cold water. If you guys would like me to do a video just in cold water, please let me know and let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about here as well. Because this isn't about me, this is about us. This is about us all growing together within this space. It's called second-hand emotion. Yes, it is, Haley. It's beautiful. The energy of happiness radiates from us, and those around us feel that and also feel happy because of that. Yes, but is that because we've given them that happy? Have we went, "Here, be happy," and can they actually take that and keep that? Or is that just because it's a reflection and what we stir up in them is something that they feel have made themselves happy? 30 seconds in cold water is absolutely perfect, Haley. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna nip off, get some juice, stop the thoughts about eggs and toast. Tell you what I did do last night though. I ate 4 millionaire shortbreads. I ate a massive bar of dairy milk and I was nearly sick. So I'm not craving sugar, but I really like a poached egg and toast. But anyway, it's all good. Day one, juice cleanse, smashing it. Smashing it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing this space. I love you all so much. And I will see you the next time I see you. So we're recording a conscious circle chat. What do we call it? One of them. Taylor Kerry. Tomorrow all about what is the difference between soul and self, and our beautiful brother Thomas will be leading that. That's going to go live in my Patreon tomorrow, just after about 12 o'clock. But then it will go live. The recording will go onto everybody's respective channels probably the day after. So I'm doing little shorts on this channel, kind of about my juicing journey. If you want to follow that, for me, it's the best way to record it, and then I can maybe put it all together, really just for my own purposes than anybody else's. But I'm going to be really raw and truthful in it. So let's see how it goes. Conscious circle, I think. Conscious circle chat, I think. I don't know. We just didn't like the wrong. What does it matter? It's just a label. We're going to be chatting about stuff tomorrow. It's important for us all. Love you all. Have a day of heaven and earth. Have a week of heaven and earth. Create your own heaven and earth. Stand in your authenticity as much as you truly can. Be you. Be happy. Don't, well, you can do whatever you want, but um, the more you free yourself from the shackles of other people's expectations, trust me, the better you will feel. Okay. I love you.